What is up, my family? Welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. Let's get some good vibes up in here and find out what the hell the charts are gonna say. Guys, my goodness, man. Talk about having some of the biggest red I've ever seen in my life, man. Let's fucking go. Jeez Louise. What is up, team? Throw those A's in the chat if you can hear your boy speak. Go ahead and throw those A's in the chat right away if you can hear your boy speak. Let's find out what the markets are going to tell us for the coming days. Goodness gracious, guys, I got to tell you, I am stunned by the type of downside that we just experienced, right? So with that said, we're going to have to go ahead and take a look at things like the futures, right? We got to take a look at S&P 500 futures and find out what is going on, right? So yes, I know I got AMC right here, right in front of me, right? I also have the ticker symbol GME. Of course, we're observing this, right? Notice the downside, right? So I want to say just a quick little note here, right? From someone who actually replied to me on a comment. It was a comment on one of the YouTube videos. This person ended up telling me like, well, you know, the S&P 500 and GME have nothing to do with each other, right? I'm like, wow, are you dead serious about that? I am speechless. I am dead ass speechless over that. You know, because yes, it's true. You know, they may not have anything to do with each other. But we're talking about the fucking market, man. We're talking about the index here, bro. Come on, man. You know, I've also, oh, dude. I literally spoke to this person and I said, do you understand that the market is about to fall off of a fucking cliff? You think that GME won't be impacted by that? How, what, no, bro. Come on, man. All right, guys, listen. Whatever I tell you here, whatever I'm sharing with you is just because what I observed over my time charting. I'm sorry. Dude, I almost kept a straight face all through that. You fucking caught me. But I promise it was real. It was dead ass serious. And I'm actually pissed. But not that much. I'm good. Listen, man. Listen, CJ, how dare you? Listen, man, I promise I mean well, right? I mean well, but I didn't reply as aggressive as I just said it to you right now, right? All I said was like, dude, are you serious? Like, the markets are about to like fall off of a cliff and you're saying that it doesn't have anything to do with each other. Like, I hope that this really kind of shines some light, you know? How... In the chat right now, I'm being told, Arca, how could you let the market go down on all of us? Alex, I love you, buddy. Don't you be mad for a second. This is why I'm training you to be an ambidextrous trader, right? We need to understand how to benefit from the markets up and down, sideways, left and right, diagonally, northwest, east, west, whatever, man. Southwest, you tell them, bro. Airlines, let's go. In and out, no onions, please. Right? Mustard fry, no pickles, let's go. Extra tomatoes. It's good to see everybody here in the chat, man. I know that I'm starting off a little bit light. I know that I'm starting off with a good vibe. I'm actually coming in here as how can I say this? I'm coming up to you with an open heart, man, because I know the markets felt really tough. Squirts GME, my bro. How dare you put on a smile right now on me when I am trying to be empathetic, when I am trying to show the team that I love them very much. You come with your awesomeness and a really large branch of awesome through a huge forest. I love you, buddy. I didn't know what to say there, bro. My brain was like searching, like, what do I say? All right, dude, but here I am, bro. I love you so much, dude. Thank you so much for all that you do for the team. He's saying excited to get signed up for the beginner's course soon. Sponsoring new traders, excited to change their lives, bro. Let's go. Thank you to you, Arca, and to the Arca family. Nice Toyota Tacoma, by the way. And so I own a Toyota Tacoma, by the way. So I don't fucking have a Tacoma. All right, guys, I don't have a Tacoma. But, you know, it would be cool to have one, you know, but no, I'm not going to lie. I actually don't like trucks, but I do like trucks. Stop it. But But I don't think I would do a Tacoma, bro. I don't think I would do a Tacoma. I think I would do a lifted Cadillac, right? A lifted Cadillac truck with like some 35-inch tires on it, black on black. Right? Whose truck is that? Whose truck is that? The gorilla likes it. I love you, brother. Well, dude, it's good to see everybody here nonetheless. Again, brother, thank you so much for that very, very strong dono. We definitely will add some more members right here, dude. So I'm probably gonna have to leave this thing kind of on watch, because I will tell you this. I may be able to select a few people for you as a sponsor here. But generally speaking, when the markets dip this hard, when the markets go red this hard, that's, roughly around the time where less market participants happens. Participants as in CE, right? NCE, not as in ANTS. So the participation, right? So it becomes, staggered or it hinders when the markets capitulate the way they did. Why? Because it instills fear, right? And uncertainty and doubt. And that's typically what happens, right? When the markets drop, it's okay. I understand. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that we may have to postpone the addition of new members for maybe another day. I will try to select some random ones here, but I want to give as many people as I can a fair shot, and we absolutely still owe them. OGG, take a look at the chat. Look at that picture of that big ass caddy right there, buddy. Ooh, OGG, that shit looks no different. Already got it.
Love it.
Let's go. Dude, yeah, this is a great thing. Jules is saying in the chat right now that this is a great thing. Of course it's a great thing, guys. We need to take a breath, right? Let the market, remember, I was just telling you about these breathing intervals just the last time we spoke about it. We spoke live, right? We were talking about the breathing, right? We've been on an inhale here for a long time, like at a certain point we gotta, ooh, you know what I'm saying, man? Damn, man, let it happen, guys. You let it happen, right? Sometimes you're gonna breathe in, sometimes you're gonna breathe out. It's all good. Sometimes we're gonna drive forward, and then other times we're gonna have to back into, we're gonna have to parallel park, right? And that requires a reverse. So there's always gonna be an offense to a defense and a defense to an offense, right? There's gonna be an up to a down. There's gonna be a positive to a negative, right, teams? Remember, there's always that dynamic in the market, and we have to understand it. So I commend you for looking at these live analysis threads, right? Because this is going to help you in the long run. I do believe that you're going to benefit mostly from everyone else that's that's choosing not to observe. But I also want to thank you guys for coming on out a little bit late. I understand, guys. We definitely had a lot of master students to speak to today. Incredible conversations and very humbling. Right, so I want to make sure that you guys are here with me. I want to make sure that everybody is absolutely still alive. And I will remind you to always, team, remember, always bet what you're willing to lose. Do not over leverage, right? I can only say that so many times before, you get your butts lost, okay? Don't lose your butt, right? Don't lose your butt ever. The trade is not about it's not about a mega million. It's not about a Powerball, guys. We have to really respect this, right? We have to make sure that we can observe it like any business, really, guys. There has to be structure here in order for us to multiply our cash, guys. Know that for a fact. If there is no structure in line, there's likely very, very little gain to be had here. Okay, guys. So just make sure that you just make sure. Okay. I love you guys so much. Let's go ahead and start observing the markets here. I did say that we were going to come into the S&P 500 futures, because now if that wasn't clear enough of proof that GME and AMC, although it was going up while the markets were going down, at some point the pressure becomes way too strong for any asset to be able to hold, even the small caps, guys. It was going up for some point. It still had buy-side pressure. It still had buy-side interest. And at a certain point, it kind of just gave up, right? So I want to, look at it for yourself, right? This is going to be your AMC chart on the, I think I have this one here. Yeah, this is your, let's put it down on a 15-minute chart, right? So you can see for yourself, right? Markets, yeah, it was riding, but then at a certain point, it had to give up the ghost, right? So there it goes. And I'm not talking about the band. right? So yeah, it definitely gave it up and it continued to the downside and it lingered, right? It followed the markets completely. Patty, hello to you. Ian, what's up, guys? Noses. And also, guys, I am so sorry. Team, oh man, I haven't said hi to the guys and gals that are coming into the chat right now, right? So Cyberkill, I see you there. Kat, what is up, baby girl? The Ghost, I see you. Mark Roach, thank you for coming on by. Steve King, Dirty Calls, what is good, man? That's right, man. He just said, he said, haha. He said, hey, Chevy is the king of trucks. It's built like a fucking, like a rock. Oh, yeah. Oh, like a rock. Good to see you here, buddy. Thanks for coming on by and thanks for participating here with the chat, right? The Son of Harold, I see you in there as well. What is up, man? Very, very familiar faces coming in. K-Spec, what is up, dude? All good to see. All good in the crowd. Chad, what is up, buddy? Here in the team. What's up, Hobbs? Let's go. Raul, what's up, buddy? All good, man. Very happy to see the team here. We definitely have some people in the the Discord trading team already observing this live because that's how it happens, guys. And we definitely have a good group of people here inside of the YouTube. Remember, guys, I commend you. For those of you that are just coming in right now, I commend you for spending some time, for observing the broader markets for what they are presently. It is in these times that we should give ourselves the benefit of information. It is in these times when the markets drop as they have. Okay, guys, this is, I won't stress it to you. I won't stress it to you in any different way. You know, when I was, physically training for, say, for example, I used to race competitively motocross, supercross, right? So when I was training for that, the best training that we ever received, right? The best physical training that we ever received was not from the gym, was not from our daily runs, was not from any of that. It was actually from track time, right? So meaning charting time. And what time exactly was that? When it rained, guys, and when it was hot. So if it was hot and raining, that was the best type of condition to be able to train for. Because when you get into a dry track, when you get into not so hot weather, and you just have a 72-degree day, it's gonna be cake. So it's best for us to train under the rain, right, guys? Let's make sure to be as uncomfortable as we can be. We don't want to be here when the markets are down like this. We want to make sure that we are here so that we can experience how to benefit from the market on the downside as well, because that is what the Arca Bulls team is here to do. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, join the trading team so that you can observe these things happen live every single day, guys. I got to tell you, I'm not a perfect trader. We will experience losses, but we will experience massive gains as well. All right, guys, make sure to become disciplined. Make sure to hit me up to be part of the master's course as the beginner's lecture is going to start again in 3 weeks. I want to get you on there. I want to make sure that you're a part of it. Make a change in your trading career. Here's the email. No more excuses. Reach out to me. ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com. I'll send you all the information so that you are aware over what's going to be happening here. There is no training needed for this, guys. I promise you this. You can come in as big as a beginner as you are, and we're going to go ahead and show you what the market is all about. Get in touch with me for the master's course and make a better trader yourself, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ES now and find out what's going on with the chart, right? No way. Wait a second. It continued. It continued going lower. Okay, now I know that I spoke about this just a little bit ago, right? I was talking about a potential capitulation down to the areas of around 53.85 to 53.92 ES, right? These are the E-mini S&P 500 futures, right? What are these exactly? So this is the futures contract, guys. The futures market tell us quite literally the future of price. So we are evaluating price here for the coming day. Okay, so we use these things. There's the NQ for NASDAQ, right? We can also observe the futures for the Russell. We can observe futures for oil, for gold, for platinum, precious metals, right? All kinds of stuff. Orange juice, man. You call it seed, whatever you want. All kinds of commodities in here too, man. So just know that this is something that I use to personally observe the continuation from one day to the next as far as price action is concerned, right? So right now, we are breaking below a key inflection, right? That inflection zone is correlate it like this, okay? If the SPY is correlated to the ES, think about 5,433 as 543, right? Think about it like that on the SPY. So just roughly. Don't always do that. Don't bank on that, right? But it's roughly like that. Okay, so right now, where's the SPY? Let's go find out. The SPY is sitting at 541. See what I mean? Okay, so if we're sitting at around 541, 543, 5,436, just think about it correlated to those numbers. If we already penetrated this bottom inflection zone, okay, guys, the reason you're finding some support down here is because we quite literally have all of this area to watch out for. These are the tops here of June 2024, right? This is on a 4-hour chart. All of this top here. We're using all of this stuff right now. So I'm getting word that the SPY is sitting at 538 presently. Okay, so it is, yeah, it's still relative. So right around this area here, the highs of June, the early June, right, 2024 is the reason why price action kind of stopped, right? Right around these areas here. Could we still face further downside? Hell yeah, we can. Absolutely we can. The new day is going to come. It's going to open. It's going to give us a different metric for ATR. What does that mean? That's your average true range, right? Your average true range tells you how much an asset can move up or down at the open of that asset's trading day. Okay, so if we're looking at the ES, there could be a continuation of $77 up or down. So let's just say we opened up at around 543 on the SPY or 540. That means that this would have an average of $77 to dip. So that means that you're going to get where? Well, there's your target, right? 53.92 to 53.85.75, which also would mean that the SPY could face a $7, maybe $6 correction. Let's find out the daily ATR for now. There you go. Daily ATR on the SPY has expanded to $7.27 without me looking, right? Because we can identify the expansion just by its futures. So that means that it can drop to a lower level. So 540 could drop to a 530 even still, right? 543, 533, whatever that correlation is, it'll be what it will be. Now, if we pull the chart back, say, for example, on the SPY, this is going to be completely connected, guys, to AMC and GME, by the way, right? I know I look at things a little bit differently, but I need you to be aware of them, okay? So if we're talking about a 533 bottom, then we have to observe a very critical resistance point. This resistance point right up here. When? Well, those are the highs of June, the same exact place that we were looking on the ES, right? Guys, keep up. Right, here's the support zone that I'm going to give you, right? So observe here, roughly around the areas of around 535 to the lows of about 537.77, and price action is sitting right at about 538 as we speak. So we're already on the way to that target as we speak, right? Good stuff, good stuff. I strive to give you guys good information. I strive to give you guys information that you can utilize for days. As some of you noticed, right, we were able to knock out the price on GME for literally 3 days in a row with one analysis live, right? So I want to also be the bearer of good news. But if there isn't any, I want to just try to make the bad news into good news, right? If we believe that it's good news, then we'll make it good news. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean that we can learn how to trade the opposition. We can learn how to trade the downside without shorting. Without shorting, by the way. We can learn how to trade and benefit from the downside without actual position short. I want to show you those tricks. I want to be able to be your mentor. I want to be able to be your guide, right? Reach out to me. You already have the email. Get in touch with me. Make a difference. Anyway, so if we have further downside, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this just right off the bat. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised whatsoever if we get some crazy wicks down here, right? Yeah, sure. I'm identifying 535. That doesn't mean it's the bottom whatsoever. In fact, your actual inflection bottom would be right about here, 526. So that 526 has a range as well. Let's identify that 526. I'm talking about a 2 to 3 day range here, okay? So let me chart it down. Sorry, guys, I'm not paying attention to the chat or anywhere, okay? I just want to make sure that you guys, I'm not offending anyone. If you're saying hello to me, I'm saying hello to you back for now, right? But know for a fact that I'm just charting right now, okay? I'm zoned in. 524.23 to 526.06 could be the threshold for a continuation to the downside, and there is a reason Why psychologically as well? Well, the fact that we're psychologically dropping, no shit, right? But no, what I mean by psychological would be using a formation or using formation analysis in order to determine what that downside could be. Let me elaborate. So what we're facing right now is, and this is quite literally a right angle ascending broadening wedge. Okay. That flat bottom is located right about here, right? And we're also noticing that this is your regression line. So let's change the colors on them so that we're able to see this a little bit clearer, right? Where's the style? This thing right over here. We're going to make that light blue, whatever that ocean color is, right? So, and this one too. So there you go. That is that for me. I'm going to also just dim this down so that you're aware over what I'm speaking of here, right? There you go. So this is that formation here. Okay. I'm also going to get rid of this line so that you can see it even clearer. There you go. So this is the broadening wedge right in here, right? You can see kind of like a megaphone, right? That was a shout out to Alex for pointing that out. It does look like a megaphone. So the way that we trade this is based on a golden rule of three. Typically speaking, 3 tests of the resistance validate a bear play. We have test number 2, test number 1, 2, fake out. Test number 3, and this is your capitulation after a test number 3. This usually faces a little bit of an upside, hence the daily close. We would retrace maybe 30 to 50% of the prior bar, right? We'll get that resistance that could be located somewhere around, you know what? I'm going to bring this yellow line down like this. It could be somewhere around the 546.09. We're going to go ahead and measure the daily candle after this, okay? We'll see what's up. And it may be around there, it may not, whatever. I'm just saying that it could be around there. We'll get that upside. We'll validate resistance. This is going to be short entry. Do not get trapped. Lots of resistance all over this area, okay? You'll get that top side, right? As soon as you get this top side and you start wicking above, you're going to start to feel like, okay, we're getting bullish. We're about to shift the market towards the upside. Incorrect. The higher probabilities is that there will be a continuation to the downside based on this formation. The formation has a high hit rate. It does not have a high hit rate in the time frame that we're on, I will admit, but I will say that in general, it does have an extremely good batting average. Okay, so fake out 546.21, roughly to the top side of around 547.76. This area here would introduce position short. Okay, let's go ahead and do that 547.71 to that bottom side of 546.09, right? And we'll keep it there as that little box, right? That's going to be our resistance box. In other words, this is going to be the entry for the opposing side trade, right? This is going to be the short entry there. I'm giving you the short entry, remember, okay? So this is for you to know what the short sellers are going to be doing, okay? I'm displaying to you the play live, okay? There you go, 546.09 to 547.71 with receipts, right? You get that top side rejection, then it'll come back down, right? And we're going to start bouncing off of this inflection zone. The inflection is a key support, right? 537.79, key support. We're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is your weekly low. So as soon as we start breaking below your weekly low, then there could be a continuation to the downside. How do you measure the price objective for this formation though? I can show you that, right? Take a trend line. Let's just pretend that we know exactly when we're going to break down. Let's just say that we're going to break down here, right? Early in the morning. So, or early in the session, better said. Guys, I'm on Los Angeles, California time. So early market session, right? Let's just say that was it. And we apply this strategy down to this area here, and that gives you a bottom side. So this is talking about a target located roughly about 521.78. We were already talking about a 524.23. So I will encourage you to watch for this range in here. It's not to say that it's gonna drop to that 521. It's telling you that it has the potential to drop to that area based on the short strategy within this formation itself. Okay? So just be prepared for that potential too. I am going to say one more thing. The last time that we bounced from this area here, we experienced price going from 537 all the way to 554. The prior time that we faced price bouncing from this area here was a bounce from 537 to about 547. That's where things start to get a little foggy, right? Then you are faced with the probabilities of a triple bottom. So if you have a triple bottom and you're validating supports here, there could also be a bounce. Notice why I'm saying 547 resistance. Because that's where it bounced from, right? So if we're talking about immediate short-term time frame, I expect a continuation to the downside, likely into this zone here, before a bounce to the upside second to validate the 547 just like it did here, right? So we'll get that bounce, validate resistance, then we have what's called a bearish buy formation breakdown. Okay, what is that exactly? Well, if we start using our imaginations here, we're going to notice that we have a shoulder, right? We're going to notice that we have a head here on top, and we're saying that we would roll off the top in here. That would give us a second shoulder. This would be a head and shoulders formation. Two bearish formations combined in one, giving us two different exit strategies, and both bearish, and both with a very, very, very strong batting average. How about that? If that validates, then we have further downside for sure. Now, how big of a downside would that be? Well, that would take us down to the second inflection. Let's measure. So this would be your implied neckline, right? Let's observe this. In fact, I can actually see where the neckline would be. It would be a little more forgiving, right? Something like this right over here is the neckline for your head and shoulders. This one here. Let's go ahead and just kind of color that one different so that you are aware over what I'm presently doing, right? So that one's going to be orange. This is your inflection. That is your contact. All of these are your contact points to validate the initial contact point here. Simply speaking, for the head and shoulders, right? All we do is take a trend line from the top side of this area here, right? Now remember guys, this has a lot to do with GME and AMC, okay? You take that trend line from the very top to the very bottom, and then you apply it to the bottom side of your right hand shoulder, right? So wherever that shoulder may be, let's just say that it would be right here, and this is our true inflection. And I gotta say that, sorry, let me just adjust that just a little bit. There you go. So I gotta say that the take profit for the head and shoulders is directly to our bottom side, 524.23, while the first one, if we're saying that we're gonna break down here, then it probably is kind of impossible, because that would mean that we would have a very tight shoulder, right? So why don't we measure the width of this shoulder to at least get an idea over when we can experience a downside. It doesn't have to be the exact same size either. It's to give us an idea. So let's measure the width. So this width would be roughly about here. 24 bars equals 5 days, right? So do we have upside coming in actually? Let's find out. So let's put it right from the bottom side. So we're talking about, let's see, a little bit to the left. Right about here. 5 bars would tell us that the breakdown would in fact happen from this area here. Okay, so let's mark off this. Okay, it says down there. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna do a vertical line, and then I'm gonna measure the trend line from that zone instead. So let me get the trend line. Let's measure it all the way down to the bottom inflection, right? Let me get rid of the large one here. And now we are able to see that there could be an official breakdown of the entire market. This may be wrong, right? But it could be the following Wednesday. Okay, now let's go ahead and observe the downside on this. So this is now telling us that we have 520.52 to the downside. What is that close to? Well, that's our second inflection. So that would tell us here that we would have roughly this area here to consider to the psychological bottom, right? So let's observe, just like this, 518.33 to about the psychological bottom of the formation breakdown, which could be around 520.46. Now remember, this may not actually turn into a shoulder whatsoever. We may actually continue to the downside forever from here. The futures are already below this inflection, so what the hell am I even talking about? The thing is that it's here presently within the chart, and I have to give you what I see here. Whatever's in front of me is what I'm going to give you. Okay, guys? So, am I expecting downside? Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look from the immediate short-term time frame. And also keep under deep consideration that keep under deep consideration that we have that we have actual reason for a downside, but we also kind of oversold a bit too, right? So let's go to the immediate short term. Let's keep this really granular, right? So guys, thank you so much for coming on out. Please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to pop off, just to give you a quick little reminder, right? And I will continue on the analysis here, right? So let's see what's up. Immediate short term, 15-minute time frame. I'm looking at an upside here, but is it valid? Is it valid? I can't say that. We have volatility, it's declining. It's declining, right? So if it's declining, that means that the upside might not be that strong. And that's okay. But it's still a release of short pressure nonetheless. We still have an upside, but you can clearly see that it's consolidating here too. Okay, I just want you to use your imaginations here, okay? If we have a continuation in consolidation here, and we're already kinking that stochastic momentum towards a, then that means that that maybe the upside may not be the best thing to, consider for the immediate short. And you can actually see that by futures, right? If we're still seeing that the futures contracts are dropping, well, we were right by determining this as a very high likelihood of continuation to the downside. But what that does present for us, is a drop into the next day. That means a gap down. So if we're going to gap down into the next day, that means that we could face a reversion on the daily time frame. Okay, so this is where I'm going to start stepping into GME and AMC. So if we have a reversion, damn, that could be a serious bounce. But I won't say that's going to happen, okay, team? Please take this with I'm not going to tell you that the markets are going to reverse at all, okay? Because they're obviously on a freaking, they're diving. They're diving right now. Okay, so I want you to take what I'm going to say next very lightly. If there is a prior bar retrace on the daily, that's your 546 to 547.71. Okay, I'm still speaking those numbers here, right? Because currently we're sitting 10 points down from that, right? So, you know what? I actually did get a pretty good. I actually did get a pretty good note here. So, I was told that this could be the war, and I think you're right. The whole Iran-Israel thing that's happening, that could be applying a negative. It could be a pretty bad thing. I can't tell you up or down officially, guys. I got to tell you just the higher probabilities. And if we're able to identify the higher probabilities, then I think that we have an upside coming in first due to the fact that we just pushed so far down. Okay. We pushed so far down to the point to where we obviously would have, I'm not going to be surprised if they snap the fucking markets back up for a bit. And that's why I'm saying that we could face a 547.71 tomorrow. Okay, that's really the bottom line truth right here. Right? That's the bottom line truth. So now let's take a look at GME in that respect. Let's see what it has as far as the daily. So, man, it's just, you know, that's a lot of red. It is, I have to admit. It's just an insane amount of red. So we have to plot this at least, man. Damn it. But you know what? Why don't you chat? Let me know what let me know right now what the price is for GME in the 24-hour market, or is it even displayed? For those of you who are, let's see. That's right, man. Don't read these words. Understand them. Great, man. Thank you so much for pointing that out. No. You know what? That's what I was going to point out, is that the $20.03 or $20.13 zone that's the spot, guys, that I've been talking about for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So, are you guys telling me for real? All right, fine. Let me pull the chat up here. Team is telling me right now that it's at 21.29. 21.29. Let's plot it. Here we go. There it is. Okay. So if we're at 21.29, that means that we're super, super close. Very close to an inflection point. So what is that inflection point? Well, I'm going to bring you here to the daily chart. Actually, can I do the 12-hour chart for that? Yes, I can. Okay. I'm going to point out a very, very clear support down here at which I think it's actually about 20. I said 2013, right? All right, screw it. I can't get it. 2012. This is a zone that the price action did this, okay? But I'm afraid to fucking tell you this, guys. I'm afraid to tell you this because then you're going to be like, I mean, I've said it a few times, but now that we're getting super close to it, I don't want to spread any hopium, okay? I'm just going to state the fucking obvious here, and you got to take it as it is. All right? So actually pay attention to this because there's for real something here. The last time we touched the targets of $20, and I guess if I can get it down to here, look at this. That's your fucking low. Let me read the low. Yes, it's 2013. It is 2013, dead ass. So I'm going to try to keep it. Let me try to put it there. $2013. Okay. This 2013 bottom, the last time we touched it, we bumped all the way to fucking $80. Ah, fuck, man. There I go telling you shit. See it? You see it? From there. I'm afraid to tell you that because I don't want to spread hopium. I'm going to repeat it again, guys. Fuck, man. I'm like... The other time, it bounced from 2013 all the way to 67.80. Fuck. It did do it twice. Jeez Louise. Okay. So that means that there's an obvious demand there. There's an obvious pickup zone there. Okay? I don't want you guys to lose yourselves. I don't want you guys to start betting money that you don't have. Okay? I'm just pointing out the obvious here, okay? I am pointing out the obvious. We've used that zone for critical upsides. Let me take you to another one. Take a look at this. 2013 bottom. right about here, right? Mind you, it did come down to what, $20.01. So this was just about 11 cents off. We got that huge hammer as soon as it touched down on that. Price action rejected that 2013 and jumped all the way to 27.84. So almost an 8-point jump from that point there. Here's another one. Here's the inflection bounce right from that 2013, and it continues up and up and up for the next few days, all the way to $29. This one candle here jumped from this box area, but just think of this one too, right? $21 to around 25.05, but that's not the one we're really looking for. It's really the 2013 bottom that we're using here, or that we're utilizing for further information. And notice that was it. We always used it as a zone for bouncing for critical upsides. And we did it again, right? We recently did it again. So it wasn't easy for us to just break down that target either, because when, price action was dipping and dipping and dipping forever here, we bounced here as well. We bounced 2021 to around 21.95, 2-point jump, and then it started capitulating, but it bounced and bounced, and then we broke. Look at this. Look at these tiny candles here. We bounced, broke, validated, continued, validated, continued, and validated again, and continued. So then when we came back up to that target, look at this. We resisted at 2013, dropped heavily from there, and then jumped all the way up, bounced off that 2013, and exploded to $80. The significance of 2013 is pretty extreme. And I don't want to get your hopes up. What I am saying is that if GME has this kind of potential, then that could also be speaking to me about the markets, where there could be a temporary downside before a bounce to the upside. So if that's worth anything, then we may test inflection first. And what are we doing right now on the ES? The ES is dropping right now. The ES is dropping right now to that 537 to the 55 to the 5,430 level, right? We're doing it right now. That's going to present the bounce. So if we're going to get the SPY to drop here, that's a big drop, guys. 543 all the way down to 537 or 535 is a big ass drop. No way. No, you can't just, you can't deny that. It is what it is. So if that's the drop that we're going to face for a bounce to the upside, then that's the drop that I'm potentially seeing for GME. We're going to drop here, 21.29, right? Down to the area of $20.13. And that 2013 cents, it's going to have us bounce. Baby, let's go. So if you're down with that, I'm here all fucking night long. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming on out. Make sure to hit that like button. Let's go ahead and take a look at AMC now. Right? Because I don't want to leave you hanging, right? I don't want to leave you hanging. So let's take a look at this now, guys. Pull the daily time frame up on this one. So the way you do that on TradingView is that you want to make sure to hit 1D. And then you have your daily time frame there. The next thing you want to do, of course, you can change different time frames, right? You can do 15, just 15 for minutes. Hit 5 for minutes, Whatever time frame you want, it's there. So let's go ahead and now look at the daily time frame. Can we revert back to the 50%? Well, that's the idea here. But I got to say that there is some resistance along the way on AMC. AMC had an explosive upside, right, guys? If y'all remember here, we had the targets of around 539. Couldn't top tick that for you, right? But we got that 544. So for those of you that listened, congratulations. You might have gotten your upside on this. You might have gotten your gains. Good. But I can't say that, I can't say that that's it for price action because, you know, market dynamics are doing whatever they're doing. Let me see this on a buy daily though. Hold up. Hold on. Okay. And then we also close the month. Oof. Right. Okay. So we might have the answer. We actually might have that answer. I'm going to get rid of all these targets because that's all done. We already met those targets. We already damn did it. Right? Let's measure the prior month, right? Because we just opened up the new month. Let's open up that prior month like this, right? Take a look at where price action is. It is literally sitting at the 50% retrace, right? So if we could drop a little harder, then where could that target be? Well, let's find out. I'm literally killing myself right now. Never again am I going to kill myself like that again, okay? Anyway, here is the target right there at 498. I can't tell you that we're going to do that for sure, guys. I'm just saying the broader markets are suggesting that 498 because, damn it, we're already at the 50% market off like that. 512 bottom, 498 potential. That area will be the area that we can use to bounce. So if we're going to face that bounce from here, guys, just get that, just get that downside and then we'll bounce to the upside, okay? That's going to be the rejection of that support. Okay? The upside targets on this, guys, let's use mathematically. We have a 37 cent average true range, right? That average true range can tell you right here how much we can rise. If we're going up 37 cents and we're opening the day potentially down here at around, say maybe $5 to around 506, then if we look at the opening to the top end of this month already, we may be coming right back into that top side, which is the prior month close. Okay, is that clear, guys? Use these areas. Let the chart speak to you. Okay, use those targets for you. Don't allow anyone else to color. Don't allow anyone else to color your opinion. Okay, there is a potential drop coming in. Yes, the 50% prior bar retrace. Roughly, we're at it right now, right? And we could still face anywhere down here. Once we get that bottom side, this also is a direct resemblance of the broader markets. If we're talking about a short-term downside, potential upside 547 on the SPY, that's what I mean. Right? So that's my deal here, guys. I think that we're going to face some downside, but the broader markets are doing it right as we speak. They're doing it as we speak in the form of the futures contracts. Torito, love you, buddy. Man, come on, bro. Really? Hell yeah, of course, dude. The only reason I'm not doing it right now, man, is because Torito, bro, thank you, man. I love you, buddy. Thank you so much, bro. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart, buddy. So let me Yeah, I was saying that the only reason I'm not doing it right now is just because, we on the better days when market is better, we'll typically have around 200, 300 people, 400 people watching, whatever that is, and then we can have more people come in. But Judy calls. That's all you, buddy. Make sure to hit that link. Come on by. Okay? When you show up, no, buddy, no. Just no, don't do it. He's actually sponsoring you for a month. This is what we do. This is literally what we do. We sponsor each other. We bring in people in hopes that you can like it, and maybe right after that, whatever you think. But we try our best. I promise. Okay, good. I mean, I can't believe I said that out loud, but yes, yeah. So delete. Listen, I'm telling you to just take it, buddy, because I appreciate you so much. And you know what? If I can see, I can't actually read that name, guys, but I will say this. I'm down to sponsor a couple people here too. Randomly, right? Randomly. So, how about this? I'm sorry. Is that Sean A.K. Sharma? Is that how you say it? Buddy, hit that link. Come on by. Make sure to join the team. Right? And mention who you are when you get there. When you get there, okay? And this is because I'm just trying to give more people an opportunity to trade with us live. Guys, I'm live trading every single day. Right? So, yeah, Judy calls. Please come on by, hit that link, and then mention who you are inside of the I know Chris Johnson, I see the gap still at 19. And brother, thank you for reminding me of that gap. We got to take it one step at a time too, buddy. But yes, thank you for reminding me. And here you go. Make sure to hit that link. Come on by and join the team for a month. Right? Want to be there for you, buddy. So make sure to come on by. Just mention who you are. Again, I'm saying it over and over because it's never clear enough. Because if I don't say that, you guys are just going to come at random, and then I'm not going to know who you are. And I want to know, okay? But and I am also sorry if I'm broing and manning you if you're female. I'm so sorry. I don't mean that in any way, okay? I don't mean any offense on anyone, and I am certainly not assuming your gender, damn it. Never. All right, guys, but I appreciate everybody for coming on by. Thank you, everybody. And keep your eyes and ears sharp, right? The markets are going to be, super turbulent. I would not be surprised if this thing just ran to the upside out of nowhere. Right? And then at an inflection point, or think of a Max Payne or some point like that, right? Double X and I were talking about that. At some point, they'll reverse the market right when you think it's going to get bullish. And then everybody's loaded on the calls and then pick out all that fucking liquidity from the calls too. Oh my God. That would be ridiculous. I don't want that to happen to you guys. Okay, guys? So please be aware. And if you're not certain over what the markets may do, especially after a down day like today, maybe consider risk off, right? Maybe just consider observing for the better part. Okay. And that's really as best as I have for now. Okay. So I love you all dearly. I want you to be careful in the markets. Come on by. Bro, you also, Mind Zone, hit that link. You're so kind. Thanks, my bro. Make sure to hit that link. Come on by. Mention who you are. I want you to trade with us. And you're very welcome. Thanks for sharing the kind words, buddy. And I will say, I was concentrating very hard on the charts only. Nothing else. Of course, I was only on the charts. I love you. I love you guys so much. Please do me a favor. On your way out, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to pop off, right? And when that's done and over with, come by to the Arca Bulls team and we'll chill at the after party, right? I love you guys so much. I want to wish you a great night. And yeah, just hit me later. I love you dearly, team. Peace, 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 everybody. I love you. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever, ever, ever. Never, ever, ever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very, very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios!